The next step in the process is to create the annotated outlines that you're going to hand out to the different proposal writers within your company. So at this point, we've received an RFP, loaded it, tagged it, and scraped it, mapped all the requirements to the different instructions, and then built out your compliance matrix. And then once your compliance matrix is complete, you're ready to start building out your annotated outline. So just a quick reminder before we move on to the annotated outline tool. There are a couple of things that have to be configured within the compliance matrix before the functionality will work in the next tool. The first being section headers. Before you can create annotated outlines, you have to be able to assign different section headers into your compliance matrix. So in this case, I've prepped up a matrix and I've built 3 different section headers. And by clicking on this negative button, it'll actually collapse the different section headers for us. So I have a technical proposal section, I have a management approach section, and I have a past performance section already built out. Now, associated with each one of these sections, I've also already built out the outline numbers and outline names. All of this stuff has to be built out prior to going to the annotated outline tool in order to properly map requirements to the different documents. Once you've set all of that up, you simply go to the very bottom right of your compliance matrix and click on the Create Associated Outline. This will bring you to your template settings tool, which is where you set your font sizes, your font themes, and your margins. And again, we're grabbing your branded proposal templates already, so it's going to have your logos and it's going to have your style guides, but this is how we refined that template based on the specific instructions within the overall proposal. So once you're set here, all you do is go to the bottom again and hit Next. Now we're at the Annotated Outline tool, where we are going to map all of the outline sections to the different documents we want to hand out to our proposal writers. So on the right-hand side, we have all of the outline numbers and names, right, that we've built out in the compliance matrix. And our goal is to map all of the associated outline sections to the different documents we want to hand out to the proposal writers. So let's go ahead and click on the technical proposal section. And you'll notice as soon as I click on it, it's going to filter out just those outline sections that have been assigned to the technical proposal section from the compliance matrix. So one click, and now it just filtered out. So we'll only have the 1.0 through 1.9 sections assigned. Now in this case, I've identified 3 different proposal writers. I have a Jim, a Kim, and a Tom that I want to assign different documents to. So you'll notice on the left-hand side, I only have 1 document. So I'm going to just go up to the technical proposal section. There's a little plus sign. I'm going to click that twice. And that added the 2 other documents that I'm going to create. Now at this point, once I have one of those selected, I go to the right-hand side and I just simply tell the system which sections I want to align, right? So there we go. Oops, I went too far. All right, so once you select the sections, you just hit Map Selected, and all those different sections get aligned to the first document. Now we go to the second document, and once again, we're just clicking away. Very simple. So we're selecting all the items that were assigned to Kim, and again, now they're mapped. And you'll see as you map, they turn gold. The green indicates it's been selected and is already to another document. And so we're going to go to the third one, and we're going to go ahead and map the last 3 sections. Now, one thing to note is it doesn't need to just be the areas that have not been mapped. So on occasion, for instance, I understand sometimes there might be a header section that you want to print out on each of the technical proposal sections. So in this case, let's say 1.0 is actually a header document that you want to print out on everybody's outline for the technical volume. So you would just click on that as well and hit Map, and that is going to get pulled into the system as well. Now, if you wanted to back out of that after something's been mapped, you just go to the right-hand side. You'll notice there's that negative button, and just click, and that goes away as well. So in this case, we've mapped all the different sections to the technical proposal section. We can jump to another volume and continue to do the mapping, adding more documents there. In that case, we have 2. But we don't need to do that right now since it would just be repetitive. So in this case, we're just going to go in and we're going to hit Export to Word. And this is going to, again, grab your branded proposal template and then allow us to take all that information and put it right into the document. So once the document pops up, you'll notice that it'll have your company's logo, it'll have your style guides already built out. In this case, you see all the different sections for 1.0 through 1.4 that was assigned to one of the proposal writers. And if you go up to the very top in the ribbon and hit that paragraph icon, it'll actually reveal all of the hidden text. And that hidden text is of course your instructions, your section M, and your PWS, and maybe your Win themes. All the stuff that you mapped within the overall compliance matrix is going to now show up associated with a different outline number and name that you mapped it to. And if you want to delete it or just hide it, once again, you just hit on the paragraph button and it disappears. So this allows you to type content and understand where you are as far as page count while revealing, if you want to reveal it again, you just click on the button. It gives you a reminder of, hey, these are the requirements I'm writing to, and then you just keep on writing. Now, one thing you're going to need to do before you actually submit the proposal, obviously you're going to convert it to a PDF, but you're also going to want to make sure you go in there and delete that content just to make sure you hit your page counts. So that kind of concludes the annotated outline tool. There are a couple of things that I do want to show you within the tool, a couple of new functional areas that I want to show you within the tool. So we're going to jump right back into the tool really quickly. And so the next scenario I want to show you is what happens if you go in and you want to make an adjustment to the compliance matrix. In this case, we want to add another volume section header. So let's, to do that, you would just go to the bottom right. There's a button that says go to compliance matrix, and that will bring you back to the compliance matrix. And so if we wanted to add a new section header, I'm just going to collapse these sections for now. And then we're going to go over to add section header. And I'm going to go down to the section where we want to add a new header, right? So just, we had another video that showed you how to use a compliance matrix, but again, you just click on add header above where you want the header to go, and you just click and it adds it right to the tool. You say done adding, and then you just go in here and then you would just type in this new volume, right? So we're just going to call this pricing. And then once you're done adding it, you go back to the annotated outline and voila, it's not there. So what happened? Basically, the very first time you go to the annotated outline, it's going to grab all of the different section headers and put it on the left-hand side. But since you went back and added a new section header, in order to add that new volume header into the tool, you'd actually go down to the very bottom. There's a drop-down. You click on the drop-down, and there's the new section header. So you just select it, hit add section header, and it pops right into your annotated outline. And same functionality applies here, where you can, as soon as you clicked on it, these are the different sections that have been mapped to it so far, and you just go ahead and just do that standard alignment of those different sections to that new volume, right? So right there, we're going to assign all these things to Liam and hit map selected. Now, if you wanted to back out and remove a document or a section header from the system, you would just go back into this tool, you click on the section you want to remove, and right down here again, it says, there's a button that pops up, it says remove sub volume. You click that. As soon as that disappears and it pops right into the past performance section, you can remove the section header if you wanted to. That would take that out, and it didn't go away. The section header would then just pop right back to the very bottom once again. So that really concludes all the different functionality within the annotated outline tool. It's actually a super intuitive application, and it makes creating annotated outlines incredibly fast. I know some of our clients would tell me they would hand off their compliance matrix to their desktop publishing team, and it would take a day for them to get all of the branded proposal templates back that they would then have to hand out. And then if any adjustments happened, it would just, it would be difficult to kind of maintain what they had to do as far as making adjustments. So all of that has been compressed into a tool that is just literally a couple clicks away from you taking that compliance matrix and dropping it right into your branded templates, which is just fantastic. So if you have any other questions, there is a section at the bottom called Quick Tips that goes into a little bit deeper dive into very specific functions within each of the tools. Please visit that area as well.